Hi, greetings of the day. This is Professor Ramakrishna. Welcome to my YouTube channel Archversity. Using this channel and my website, that is archversity.com, I share my knowledge in various subjects of business management to the students, faculty members, businessmen and entrepreneurs across the world. In this lecture, I am going to explain you how to prepare final accounts with adjustments. Normally, when a trial balance is prepared at the end of the financial year or a fiscal year, there may be some accounts which needs adjustments. Like we need to make a valuation for our closing stock, or we need to look at the depreciation to be charged to the current financial year. Then there may be a provisions that we have to prepare or create on our debtors, other creditors. So these are all the additional information. So additional information prepares an important role in creating or preparing your final accounts. That means all the additional information that you have or adjustment that you have need to be reflected in your financial statements. So when you have an additional information or what we call as adjustments, these will have effect on minimum of two accounts, that is either in a trading account and a balance sheet, or profit and loss account and a balance sheet, or all the three accounts. Sometimes there are accounts which will influence, or transactions which will have effect on trading account, profit and loss account and a balance sheet. So this lecture is preparing of a final accounts with adjustments. I created another video lecture to have a better understanding of financial accounts with different adjustments. So these two lectures will help you get familiar with preparation of a financial statements or final accounts with different adjustments. So here we have details as on 31st December 2021, and using these values prepare a trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. So first we analyze our particulars or items or accounts here. So opening stock will appear in your trading account and debit side. Purchases, again your trading account onto debit side. Sales will appear on trading account, credit side. Then building is an asset, so appears on asset side of a balance sheet. Wages is a direct expense, so appears on a trading account, debit side. Carriage inwards is a direct expense, so trading account, debit side. Bills payable is a liability, appears in balance sheet. Furniture is an asset, so appears in a balance sheet. Salaries as an indirect expenses, so appears in profit and loss account, debit side. Advertisement is indirect expense, so profit and loss account, debit side. Coal and coke is a direct expense, so trading account, expense, debit side. So cash at bank is an asset, so in a balance sheet. Prepaid wages, so wages paid in advance, so this is an asset and appears in a balance sheet. So your prepaid wages is the wages that you paid in advance, so this is not used during the current year. That's the reason why this is treated as an asset. That means this amount we will adjust in a next year. So as of now you own this money. Then you have a machinery. So machinery is an asset and appears in a balance sheet. So in a machinery it includes 10,000 rupees worth of a new asset. So you have to make a note of this. What is this new asset? Because while calculating depreciation, you have to consider when this new asset has been purchased. So sundry debtors, so receivables, that is an asset and appears in a balance sheet. Bad debts is a loss, so profit and loss account and debit side. Then sundry creditors is amount that you owe, so liability, and this appears in a balance sheet. Rent, rates and taxes, so indirect expense, profit and loss account, debit side. Then trade expenses related to your trading activities, that is the buying and selling of a goods, so profit and loss account, debit side, indirect expense. This is capital is an equity, appears in a balance sheet, liability side. So petty expenses. So petty expenses is indirect expense, then debit side. Provision for bad and doubtful debts. This you have to make an adjustment with the debtors. So this appears in your profit and loss account, debit side. Then gas and water, direct expense, so trading account, debit side. Then cash in hand is an asset and appears in a balance sheet. Outstanding rent, this amount is due because this is shown in your trading account. This is a liability for you, so liability, and this appears in a balance sheet. Bank loan is a liability and appears in a balance sheet. Now so far we are done. The next, closing stock. Closing stock appears two places. One is in a trading account, credit side, as well as an asset in a balance sheet, because this is an adjustment, so this appears twice. Next is stock valued rupees 10,000 was destroyed by fire. All right, and the insurance company admitted a claim of rupees 8,500. So they admitted the claim, not yet paid. That means this is creating an asset for you. So the claim that you have to receive, and the claim is not yet paid. So this is creating an asset or a receivables for you. And there is a difference between these two. 10,000 is a stock which is valued, and claim is 8,500. So 1,500 is loss. So minus 1,500 is loss. So this appears in your profit and loss account, debit side. Then wages include 2,000 for installation of a new machinery. So here you have wages. So we'll put a mark here that indicates that wages has got some adjustment. So this adjustment includes 2,000 for installation of a new machinery. So your new machinery will also have an adjustment here. Then depreciation on machinery at 10% per annum. So depreciation is also here on a machinery. So this is having another adjustment. So this will have adjustment 1 and adjustment 2. Now once this basic analysis is done, now we concentrate on preparation of our trading account first, followed by profit and loss account. So first what is that we do is we'll prepare a trading account. So I'm not paying much attention towards the format, please pardon me. So debit side all direct expenses, credit side all your revenues, direct income, revenue from operations. So we go to the trading account. First is the opening stock. So your opening stock amount is 30,000. So we posted this one. Then you have a purchases. There is no adjustment. So purchase 1,10,000. Purchases 1,10,000. We posted purchases. Sales 2,50,000. The trading account, credit side. So sales 2,50,000. Then we look at another item in a trading account, wages. So 23,000, and this has a star that indicates that adjustment. So here adjustment is wages include 2,000 for installation of a new machinery. So wages 23,000 less related to machinery is 2,000, because any expenditure incurred on installation of new assets and all is to be added to the asset account only. So our wages is 21,000. Now this has been done. Then your carriage inwards 3,000, inwards 3,000. So this is on bills payable. And look at the trading account, coal and coke 2,000. This is done. And any other accounts in trading account, yeah, gas and water 1,200. So this is also done. And any items in the trading account, no. Then you have a closing stock. So you have a closing stock, how much? 15,000. Then you have a stock lost in fire, so 10,000. To balance this, we will check which side we have a highest value. This is 140, 160 or 170. This is 250. So this is the highest one. So this comes to 2,75,000. 2,75,000. And we balance this 2,75,000. And we calculate the difference to get our gross profit. So 2,75,000 minus 30,000 minus 1,10,000 minus 21,000 minus 3,000 minus 2,000 minus 1,200. So this gives you 1,07,800. So I guess we covered all. So yeah, this is 1,07,800 is your gross profit. Now once you are done with your gross profit, then we'll prepare a profit and loss account. Profit and loss account. So again, this is your debit side and credit side. First we'll bring our gross profit here. Gross profit is 1,07,800, and we'll verify any item on the profit and loss account credit side. That is other income, if there is any debit. No. So we have only onto the expenses side. We look at profit and loss account. Yeah, here salaries 42,000. There is no adjustment. So we'll start with salaries 42,000. We are done with advertisement 24,000. Then cash at bank, prepaid wages. Then where is it? Here you have a bad debts 3,000. Bad debts is 3,000. Then as there is no new provision is to be created, so this will make adjustment in debtors in a asset side instead of showing, because if there is any adjustment, then we'll put it in a profit and loss account. As there is no adjustment, we directly show this in the balance sheet asset side. So asset side of a balance sheet. So and next we have is rent, rates and taxes 4,000. Rent, rates and taxes is 4,000. Then trade expenses 4,000. Trade expenses 4,000. Then capital petty cash is 4,000. So this is done. Then cash in hand, any other item? No. The next is here you have a stock which you lost is 1,500. So we'll write loss by fire 1,500. Then now we are supposed to calculate the depreciation. So here you depreciate machinery at a 10% per annum. Now look at the machinery. This machinery cost is 60,000, which includes 10,000 of new. That means 50,000 is the old machinery and 10,000 is the new machinery. And on this 10,000 new machinery, you paid a wages of 2,000. So plus 2,000 wages or expenses. So this comes to 12,000. And this machinery is purchased on 1st September 2021. And we have to create the balance sheet as on 31st December. So you have a September, October, November, December, 4 months. So here we calculate depreciation for 4 months only, because first September. So on 50,000, 10% is 50,000 into 10 by 100. So this equals to 5,000 is the depreciation on old machinery. And now this is 12,000 into 10 by 100. So 1200 is 1200 is per annum, that is for 12 months. Now we have to calculate this only for 4 months. So this into 4 by 12. So 12 ones are. So this gives you another 400. So total depreciation is 5000 plus 400. So 5400 is the depreciation. Now we'll show the depreciation here. Depreciation on machinery, this is 5400. So now we'll balance these two. So 1,07,800, and we look at value here. So 1,07,800 minus 42,000 minus 24,000 minus 3,000 minus 4,000 minus 4,000, another 4,000 minus 1,500 minus 5,400. So this gives you 19,900. That is your net profit is 19,900. So 1,07,800. So with this you are done with preparation of a trading account and profit and loss account. Now what is that we do is we prepare a balance sheet. Balance sheet, you write balance sheet as on so and so date, so and so date. Now we have a liabilities and assets. So first we look at the liabilities, or we can go for assets. So building is an asset in a balance sheet. So we'll look at, write a building. What is the value? 55,000. Then furniture is an asset, 9,000. Furniture is 9,000. Then you have a, or we go with a machinery. Machinery is 60,000 plus wages include, that is 62,000 minus your depreciation. As I told you, adjustments will have effect on 2. So our depreciation on machinery is 5,400. So this is going to be 62,000 minus 5,400, 56,600. 56,600 is the value of your machinery. Then debtors 20,000, and you have a provision for debtors. So less provision. So here how much is the provision? Provision is 1,000. So 1,000. So this brings you 19,000. Then sundry creditors, rent rate. Here you have a, have we entered the cash at bank? No. Cash at bank 14,000. Cash at bank 14,000. So we entered. Then you have a cash in hand 800. Cash in hand 800. Then outstanding rent, this is a liability, and any other bank loan is a liability. Just we look at prepaid wages is an asset. So you have a prepaid wages here. Prepaid wages is an asset, and this is 1,000. Then any other items that we missed. Now we look at liability side. So capital 90,000. Then you have a net profit, because you have to add this together and enter here. I am writing separately. Net profit is 19,000. So your capital is done. Then you have a bills payable. Bills payable is 10,000. Then any other items, sundry creditors is 24,000. 24,000. So trade expenses, capital provision, outstanding rent is a liability and bank loan is a liability. So we'll write a bank loan 34,600 and outstanding rent is how much? 400. Outstanding rent is 400. Now we look at our adjustments. So closing stock is 15,000. So closing stock is an asset. So we'll write here closing stock is 15,000 and insurance claim that you are supposed to receive is 8,500. So closing stock we posted in trading account as well as in a balance sheet, and stock valued we showed in your trading account, and admitted claim is shown in balance sheet. Then loss is shown in a profit and loss account. This is done. And wages included we adjusted in trading account by deducting and added to asset account, and depreciation is calculated. So depreciation is also calculated. Now just we look at whether we posted all items or not. So this appears to be good for me. Then let us check. So first we look at the liability side. 90,000 plus 19,900 plus 10,000 plus 24,000 plus 34,600 plus 400, 178,900. Now we look at the asset side. 55,000 plus 9,000 plus 56,600 plus 19,000 plus 14,000 plus 800 plus 1,000 plus 15,000 plus 8,500. So 178,900. That is perfect. So both your assets and liabilities are same. So this is 1,78,900, and here this is also 1,78,900. That means we created a trading account, profit and loss account, as well as a balance sheet, all the three financial statements in one go with all your adjustments. So here we have only 4 adjustments, and I'm going to explain this concept in another video also, where we are going to have a different adjustment, so that this will brings you clarity on how to make adjustments into in your trading, profit and loss account and a balance sheet. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to this lecture, and I also suggest you to watch my next lecture also, that is the financial statements with adjustments, so that you will become familiar in preparing your financial statements. Thank you. Have a great time.